Armenian Genocide Centennial Commemoration event has been already launched in Istanbul this morning on April 22nd. The first event was a joint press conference of the organizers, and the organizers are AGBU Europe, EGAM, Project 2015, a group from diaspora, and Durde, a civil society organization from Turkey. We have talked to the organizers why it is important to be in Turkey and in Istanbul and commemorate Armenian Genocide Centenary on April 24 here.
This was a very great center of Armenian culture. My family is from Istanbul. For me, there is no hesitation. My family is from Istanbul. They were very proud to come from Istanbul, and I think that's true for a large part of the diaspora. And in any case, this is where the intellectuals were arrested. This is where they were deported from. This is the home of Talat Pasha, who decided everything, and this is the most important city in Turkey.
I think the reaction was overwhelmingly positive. I think for Armenians there's a great feeling of missing something and knowing that they've been torn away from something and a feeling that they want to be in Turkey to mourn their dead. Armenians have not been able to mourn their dead here at the scene of a crime. At the same time, I think there's also been a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear. Some Armenians continue to be quite afraid about coming to Turkey. They continue to fear Turks. And I think that's because Turks have done so little to make Armenians feel welcome, starting with, of course, their continued denial of the Armenian genocide.
It's very important because the denial of the genocide made our people to live with a lie for 100 years. And since a few years, by organizing commemorations in Istanbul and in other parts of Turkey, we are trying to actually challenge this official narrative, this official lie that was told to our society for 100 years. And by doing that, we are also trying to show solidarity with our Armenian friends, with the Armenian community that lives all over the world, to show respect to their ancestors, to their tragedy, and to show solidarity in their fight for justice.
In terms of transmission of knowledge about the Armenian genocide, this is very important, and this means that in all our countries, whatever our citizenship, whatever our identities, this issue is also our issue. The international support has been also very important because we have managed with our friends of AGBU to have this resolution passed by the European Parliament, and I want here to thank again the team of EGAM and of course AGBU, who have worked very, very hard to make this recognition at the European Parliament renewed, because it was already recognized in 1987.
You can see them as steps forward, but you have to see how big the steps are before you decide that they're actually a step. If at a moment like this, we're offered just the beginning of the journey, then it's clear that they have no intention of making the journey. So I'm sorry, but the statement doesn't satisfy us at all.
We are, of course, gravely disappointed by Davutoglu's comments of a few days ago, which continues to talk about some shared suffering without identifying who is responsible for this suffering, who the perpetrators were of this suffering. This might be a repeat of what was seen as a step forward in President Erdogan's remarks last year, but I think we all know that it's not enough. We're particularly shocked that President Erdogan would actually threaten on the centennial of the deportation of the Armenian genocide to deport another 100,000 Armenians. Of all the times in the world in this year to be talking about deportation of Armenians, for President Erdogan to promise or threaten as an act of collective punishment against undocumented Armenian workers here to deport them shocks the conscience.
CivilNet will continue covering of Armenian Genocide commemoration events in Istanbul. The events are following. Today in the evening there is a concert in memoriam devoted to the Armenian Genocide commemoration. Tomorrow on April 23rd, Turkish People's Democratic Party is organizing a commemoration event in Kurtuluş, which is Armenian neighborhood. And there are a set of events on April 24 in the morning in Sultan Ahmed Square and later in Haydar Pasha station. And in the evening, there is the main event in Taksim Square, which is starting at 19:15. Stay with CivilNet to learn more about the centenary events in Istanbul.